dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel with something a little different. Hey, shout out to Patrick CC, man. This is our first time doing a reaction to it. But we actually check him out quite often, not a lot, often. You know what I'm saying? I be watching the Oz battles. You know what I'm saying? I watch them more than you, but I'll be checking out the Oz battles. Sometimes I watch it with you. And then his little docu-series like this one we finna watch. We checked out a couple of those, you know what I'm saying? Latest one we checked out was Speed, I show Speed, but possibly should have reacted to it. But hey, we here nor there. So with that being said, man, we got how Blueface ruined his career on purpose. Now he needs Chrisean. Do you agree with that title? So, point or?
Well, I really can't say because I don't like, I guess I don't really keep up or follow him like that to know, like, but.
And that's the reason why we got somebody like Patrick CC to be able to break down.
Because I don't like be following these folks like that to know, like, where it all went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or where you fell off at.
But I say the reason why he probably got it now he needs Chrisean because that's the only time the blogs or any
it's even talking about him when it's dealing with the two of them.
Yeah, or his baby mama. But most of the time he has something to deal with her. Yeah. That's when they talk about it. So we ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want to first part, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead, lock it in with a thumbs up for us, man. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about, y'all.
Blueface's music career is at an all-time low. You only ever hear about him these days when he gets into a physical altercation in public with his girlfriend Chrisean Rock. However, people knew Blueface's career was destined for failure back in 2019 when he said this in his first major interview.
Oh, you saw the Cash Money through Cash Money?
Cash Money West.
Oh, so that is through Birdman and
all I know is Cash Money West and Whack 100. It could. You gotta ask Whack about the other people involved.
You haven't seen your own paperwork?
Nah, I seen it, but Whack showed me. I ain't see the.
And that's the downfall for a lot of younger generation artists, especially around the period that he blew up.
Yeah.
Was because a lot of them didn't know their paperwork. They ain't know like the financial. They don't like. I ain't gonna lie. Reading the contract, I've actually because of classes I took in college. I've actually seen like some big artists contracts because my professor was not paralegal. She was actually a real lawyer, and she was an entertainment attorney. She was an entertainment attorney for some artists and some people, some big name people in the industry. But she showed us a couple contracts and just had us kind of look over it, and I was just like
breaking it down, analyzing it.
Yeah, like kind of understanding what it was and how they word things that you, to be honest, you really need to educate yourself about. Yeah, contract. I ain't gonna lie. Contracts are very tricky, especially as the big money is involved.
Yeah, sorry about that wording.
And to be honest, don't go through another person to understand what you need to understand it and get your own lawyer that you personally work with to help you break it down. Anybody else, even if it's your manager, don't trust your manager though.
No.
It's very clear from this interview that Blueface does not know the details of his record deal. He didn't realize that he was signed to 4 record labels at once. He knows he signed.
Stop.
No.
It's very clear from this interview that Blueface does not know the details of his record deal. He didn't realize that he was signed to 4 record labels at once. He knows he's signed to Cash Money West, which is a division or imprint of Cash Money Records, founded in 2018 by Birdman and Whack 100. But Cash Money Records is distributed by Republic Records, which is owned by Universal Music Group. Now there are plenty of successful artists who are signed to multiple labels.
I tell you about this all the time, though.
Yeah.
Like most of every artist.
No, I understand that, like how like you can be under one thing and that's under something. Like I get that, but the fact that you didn't know this information,
and that's why some people I'll be like, bro, quit signing to these artists, and quit signing to these.
Or the fact that you seem like labels. You don't even care to understand or find out the information. It's just like
a lot of times you can go like you ain't got to sign under Cash Money West and then Cash Money. You can actually get signed under Republic, which all the people we breaking bread off of is Republic and Universal.
Yeah.
It's hard to only get signed under just Universal itself. Like that's a little tough. You gotta be like a superstar, but it's possible.
Yeah.
The less people are taking, the more money you make.
Facts.
However, there's no debate that when your money is being split up 4 times before you get it, it's going to be much harder to make profit. The obvious piece of advice is that you should never sign a contract that you didn't read or you don't understand, but it's much more complicated than that. Signing a bad deal might actually be a good strategy for some artists. Blueface signed his deal in 2018 thanks to the success of his breakout single, Respect My Crippin'. The music video dropped on World Star Hip Hop, and Blueface became a viral meme with his offbeat rapping, high-pitched voice, and silly lyrics.
People say I rap off beat. I say I just rap to a different rhythm of the beat, and it just makes it sound, that much different. So I think that's really what it is. They just don't know it yet, but I just let them know.
At first, it seemed like everyone was making fun of him, but a lot of people, including myself, listened to his music as a guilty pleasure. The controversial virality had listeners diving into his back catalog. Record labels were all eager to sign Blueface, and in December of 2018, he ended up with Cash Money West. So why was signing this bad deal potentially a good thing for Blueface? Well, his label knew that his older song Tatiana had way more potential than Respect My Crippin'. The label would connect him to popular West Coast rapper YG for a remix, as well as a lyrical Lemonade video. Then they pumped it out to radio stations all over the country, which led to his first Billboard Hot 100 entry. To keep momentum, they got Cardi B on another remix with another lyrical Lemonade video, which was the first time Cole Bennett made 2 videos to the same song. Without the label, Blueface would most likely not have gotten those big features, those music videos, or all the radio play which kept Tatiana on the Billboard Hot 100 for 20 weeks. Then he secured a spot as a XXL freshman in 2019. This high-profile publication co-signs 6 to 10 artists as being next up in the music industry. They typically only pick artists who are signed to major labels. By mid-2019, Blueface was a household name in the rap world. Now that he had the fame, all he needed to do was grind to gain more leverage, escape his record deal, and make millions. However, we now know that Blueface did not have an escape plan, because this was his peak. After 2019, he made a key choice that would start his slow demise. His debut studio album would only sell 12,000 units in its first week. Find the Beat, released in March of 2020, and despite features from Lil Baby, Gunna, Polo G, NLE Choppa, and DaBaby, it still flopped. Instead of grinding harder to make music to resonate with fans, he changed his focus to something else: OnlyFans. While on set,
I sure knew he was going where he was going with that, because I was like, he hopped on that trend like at the beginning. Right when a lot of right when the buzz and stuff popped out for it, he hopped on it. Was like, ooh, this my breadwinner, you know what I'm saying? And that's when he came out with the what was it, like Blueface Girls?
Oh,
Blueface Girls
whatever,
Club, something like that. But I ain't gonna lie, like I wish artists nowadays would like take more time establish and develop them, because like a lot of labels don't have artist development like they used to have, and that's why I wanted to go in the music business, doing like more artist development and working with up and coming artists to kind of push and see the vision they want to see. Basically be an A&R. Yeah. But they still have those, but it's hard for you coming from being nobody into really getting into that position. Nowadays they still have them, but like the pay is like little to nothing. But it's about the grind. But I think this was when his career changed. But y'all shifted different direction. But you got to also understand, a lot of artists of that time and of that era, we don't listen to them no more. Like a lot of those artists have fallen completely off, and people might not want to admit it, but a lot of y'all favorite SoundCloud rappers ain't popping no more. Them 2017, 2018, y'all like, oh, they the new wave. Even back in like, I'd say 2015, 2016, I remember in college, some of the artists that was coming up, they were like, oh yeah, they're going to be the next hottest thing. No, they ain't. No, I knew they wasn't, because the music was temporary. You could tell temporary music though.
A music video for a song off the album, some dancers Blueface had hired began fighting in his house, which sparked the idea for Blue Girls Club, a makeshift OnlyFans reality show where he invites girls into his home and films their every move. For a monthly subscription of $50, more than triple the standard Netflix fee, viewers could watch these women repeatedly fight and party all night long, while Blueface pockets all the cash and the girls get paid in the form of clout. As you could guess, the show was a total disaster from the start. The very first episode started like this.
Damn, y'all late. They already fighting.
Insider was able to speak with 5 women involved in the show, in which they claimed exposure and connections within the industries they were interested in didn't always materialize. Instead, they said they encountered a turbulent environment in which they were exposed to near constant conflict without pay or medical or psychological professionals. One contestant broke her leg within the first 3 days of filming, while another girl even said she was assaulted 8 times, but also admitted she doesn't regret it since she gained 54,000 followers on Instagram. It's estimated that Blueface was making between $100,000 to $200,000 per month from the 4,000 subscribers to his show. Considering he wasn't paying the women, and the quality of the production was around the same as a typical YouTube vlog, it's safe to assume his profit margins were high, and he was likely making way more money on this than he ever did from music. Since he was focused on the show, the music he was releasing was lackluster. Aside from his feature on DDG's track Moonwalking in Calabasas, Blueface's music was falling on deaf ears. However, in 2020, he did meet his now girlfriend, Chrisean, who was among the 10 women casted for Blue Girls Club, and is now...
You know what? Like clout nowadays is like the biggest drug of this generation.
Yes.
Because people would do anything just to get some followers.
That's
and
all. Like you said, like
at least I got 54,000.
At least I got 54,000.
But they ain't paying nothing. Like it'll be different if you know what I'm saying.
Like
Like
people sell their soul for
a follow, bro.
For a view, for whatever, for clout. No.
Because it's so crazy nowadays. People equivalent to success about how many views you get. Like even with us when we do video, they be like, "Oh, y'all ain't getting no views or on this video." I'm like, but the thing is, it's not even that. It's about like, okay, like we've seen people who have 1 million subscribers. Yeah. Making less money than somebody with 200,000 subscribers. It's about developing your own following, the true supporters that support you. Yeah. Don't do anything for a follow and click that's temporary. Yeah. Temporary clout is the gateway to...
Oh, sorry. It's the...
you go.
No, I was just about to piggyback off of you and say, like, yeah, views is definitely, like, views and just numbers, follows, whatever, subscribers, whatever. People like feed off of that, and I'm like, baby, that's not gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah.
Like if you're not really making like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's nothing.
Like most people who continue to grind are not focused on the numbers that most people are focusing on. Like people be trying to focus on how many subs you got or how many views you got. 9 times out of 10, those people ain't focusing on that because they are seeing the money. Fact. And they just like, okay, I know eventually I'm going to get there. So I'm not pressed on it. I'm just enjoying the ride. Yeah.
His now girlfriend, Chrisean, who was among the 10 women casted for Blue Girls Club, and is now the reason why Blueface is constantly in the news. Chrisean is one of 12 siblings. She grew up on the rough streets of Baltimore, Maryland, and survived a very abusive and toxic childhood. She was a gifted track and field athlete throughout high school and was on pace to go to a D1 college. Also during this time, she was building a decent-sized Instagram following. She went to a 2-year university in California and was taking track and field seriously, but knew she longed to be famous, to relish in the glamorous Hollywood life. Ultimately, she dropped out of school when she was scouted for a show called Ultimate Tag.
I'm the youngest in the competition. I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win Ultimate Tag and put myself through college. And I'm going to win tonight.
She won the game show, which earned her $10,000, and she was able to live off that for a little before submitting her audition tape to be on Blueface's reality show. Chrisean quickly became the star of Blue Girls Club, basically because she was willing to fight anyone. She even lost her front tooth during a fight in the house. She started doing interviews and getting her IG followers up. At first, Blueface and Chrisean weren't a couple. They just had a working relationship. He even signed her to help her music career.
Talk to us about what you saw in Rock that made you want to get behind her, start a movement, support her as an artist, etc.
I just saw all the star qualities in her. that I once had. I wasn't always like musically the best, but I was a star. So for sure, she's a star.
So does that mean Rock's money is being split up 6 ways now? Never.
Hey, because I was thinking that same thing, bro. Like,
good question.
I was like, so if you sign to Blueface, who do Blueface got a label through? Do he has a second under label through Cash Money West? So if that's the case, he has a sub label under that. Then your money is going like never. Y'all got to stop signing to these.
But then you also definitely you gotta stop, especially if you really trying to make a career out of this. But when you just want the fame, people will do anything. They don't even care about.
And I looked up Blueface's age. To be honest, he's 25.
Yeah,
he should just now be getting into the prime of his career.
Yeah,
and I already think he already had his prime peak, and he's. Yeah, I would never sign. To be honest, personally, I'll never sign no, like this towards him or anything. But I never signed to an artist like that though, because your career came and went too fast. I understand you might understand the business aspect of it, but most of the time when people get screwed over, they typically screw other people over, and we have seen that in cases like, you know what I'm saying, like Favi said some stuff about Mace. Yeah. Mace got screwed up. Like everybody in the industry learned from their mistakes.
Yeah, most
and then typically they screw other people over because they have learned how to get screwed over. It's sad, bro.
After she released a few songs, Blueface took her onto Aiden Ross's stream for some extra promotion, but it did not go well. Blueface and Chrisean come onto Aiden's stream and immediately start making fun of him. At first, it's just harmless jokes, and Aiden goes along with it, but then they push him to the background, grab his speaker, and start blasting Chrisean's newest song. Blueface demands Aiden to dance.
Dance to this shit.
Aiden went along with the jokes because he knew it would be funny. However, he had about 250,000 live viewers, and Chrisean was getting all this free promotion while being extremely rude. Aiden's viewers did not like seeing him getting bullied on his own stream.
Who you be talking to?
Okay, all right.
You know, you be like low-key disrespectful while trying.
Wait, what?
I know it sounds silly, but Chrisean and Blueface being rude to Aiden genuinely impacted their reputation to the youth. Aiden has one of the most loyal followings on the internet. Whoever is cool with Aiden, his followers also support heavily. They had the opportunity to gain potentially hundreds of thousands of new supporters, but instead they tried to act all cool, which led to all of his followers despising both of them. Despite this, fans thought Blueface was making a comeback with his music. His verse on Better Days is probably the best verse he has ever made. Blueface has the potential to make such good music, and this right here is an example, along with another song with DDG called BGC. It seemed like Blueface had a creative spark. Instead of continuing the music grind, he decided to do a TikToker boxing event. Many people questioned why a famous rapper and self-admitted gang member would fight a TikToker. For money? Or maybe he genuinely wanted to challenge himself? He won the fight. He was allegedly only paid $25,000, but I can't imagine him doing this event for that small of a paycheck. Then again, when your music money is getting split 5 ways and it's underperforming, $25K might be a good payday. He even started his own restaurant, Blue's Fish and Soul, which had mostly positive reviews. It became an affordable soul food spot in LA and stayed open for over a year. Today, Google says it is temporarily closed, so I don't really know how successful that was, but it
one of the worst investments is what?
You always say that. It's a restaurant.
Never no matter what you do, like unless that's what your passion is. If you just rich and you got some money, you just like, oh, I'm gonna open a restaurant. Never do it, because typically it only lasts for what?
About a year.
And then it closed right down. Cause
now you do have some that are successful, a lot, but
but one of the worst investments, because typically I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but a good high percentage of startups as restaurants close, and it's facts.
For a year. Today, Google says it is temporarily closed, so I don't really know how successful that was, but at this point it seems clear that Blueface is not just a rapper. He isn't working on albums or trying to make a musical legacy. He is casually putting out singles to maintain his celebrity lifestyle. Blue Girls Club returns, and this time it gets crazier. More fights and more chaos. A clip of the girls sleeping on bunk beds and living in dirty conditions went viral. He was also saying that the girls had to get tattoos of him or else they had to go home. People were accusing him of starting a cult. Now we know they weren't being held against their will. They wanted to be there for the fame and notoriety. An Instagram live went viral where Blue's manager Whack 100 tried to kick Chrisean out of the house for her bad hygiene and bad attitude. In this fiasco, we learn that Blueface allegedly dropped Chrisean and was not helping her music career. People were confused because they thought Blue and Chrisean were on good terms. They seemed to be very close. A few weeks later, the mother of Blue's firstborn son announced that she was pregnant again, so he was expecting another child. This derailed Chrisean, and it was about to get ugly. Chrisean and Blueface have the tendency to post every facet of their relationship on social media. Any in my life is obligated to submit to me. That is the text message that Blueface sent to Chrisean. She posted this long back and forth feed of text where Blue is trying to break her down. Then when she says she is done and doesn't care anymore, he says, "I love you," and "I miss you." People saw the clear manipulation tactics. 1 month later, Rock got intoxicated, broke into his house, and passed out in the bathtub. She took to Instagram Live, and Chrisean stated that part of the reason for her behavior is that she loves Blueface for, quote, taking her out the hood. A week after that, she stole his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon and tried to drive it across the country. But before leaving the house, she left a message on the wall: "I love Blue. Look closely. See what that's written in? I'll give you a hint. It's not ketchup." She actually got arrested for this situation, but it didn't lead to any major charges. Surely anyone at this point would realize these two should not be together. Instead, they decided to make their relationship official. In celebration, Chrisean got a tattoo of Blue's name, Jonathan, right above her area. A couple months later, she got his whole face tattooed on her neck. They have both clearly showed that they have some sort of dependency on each other, but it is disproportionately affecting Chrisean.
It is though. Like, you gotta call a spade now, though.
And at the beginning, I was like, I used to be like so sad for her because I was just like, like seeing like all the old videos and seeing like all the potential, like in sports, tracking and track or whatever that she could have had, about to go to, potentially could go to a D1 college or whatever the case may be. I was just like, she has so much going for herself, like. Just so much. And then it's just like, when people chase fame, you just...
Not even fame. You chasing clout.
Clout and fame
is... I say clout and fame is different. Because my thing is, a lot of people who gain fame from actually doing something.
Okay, well, whatever.
Clout is like, you just got a buzz from not doing nothing.
Okay, well, whatever it is. So, clout, fame, whatever she was chasing, it wasn't good. That's the end of the day. It wasn't good. And I was just like, bruh. But then, like, the more and more, I'm like,
because clout is a drug.
Yes, I'm like, baby girl, you gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want better for yourself. Like, I don't know.
And did she leak those videos herself? Because when we had came across them, I was like, bro, you put your own. Like, that's crazy, though.
So, how many Blueface tattoos do you have?
I got 5. One on my face, one on my neck that say Jonathan Jamal Porter, one on my that say Jonathan, one on my hand that say Jonathan.
Now, she is a grown woman who is capable of making her own decisions, but Blueface is also proven to antagonize her. He is constantly putting a camera in her face. He knows how to push her buttons and does it for the entertainment of his Instagram following.
Just a fighting. All your life you had to fight, huh?
He stopped it.
Loves Harpo, but you killed him dead before you let him beat you.
Some people think he is trying to document her behavior for his own protection in case things get bad, because things were about to get really bad. A clip goes viral of Chrisean beating up Blueface's sister. Allegedly, Blueface hit his own mother, left her bruised up, and his sister Callie showed up with her husband to defend her mom. When Callie got there looking for a fight, apparently 7 of Blue's friends jumped Callie and her husband. But the video clip that went viral cut all of that first part out, and they only showed a little scrap between Chrisean and her.
She got beat the f up, he got beat the f up for you.
If you treat your mom bad, you'll treat anyone bad. Nothing about this situation is normal, but most people thought that if Blueface would be willing to fight his own family, or let other people fight his family, then Chrisean was not going to get special treatment. And they were right. Shortly after, Chrisean and Blueface got into an altercation in public, which involved both of them throwing punches at each other. Chrisean swung on Blueface first, and he was defending himself. This is the first time anyone had seen them physically assaulting each other, and it wouldn't be the last time. Just a few weeks later, another fight outside of a nightclub. We have reason to believe Blue started this one as he pulled her hair in the beginning of the clip, but Chrisean is the one who ended up getting arrested.
But
I never saw that angle though. The first, like the very first part. Hey, shout out to Patrick, bro. You got some good findings in here, bro. He always, ain't gonna lie, Patrick does do his research very well. Definitely. He ain't one of these just talk and not actually do research. everything he has credible findings though.
Get into any sort of like physical blues again? All right, all right. In here first, bro. Hey, man.
At this point, it seems like Blueface's music career is officially done. Sometimes we assume that because someone has a successful music career, that's what they want to do for the rest of their lives. The ironic thing is, people are starting to realize that Chrisean is the one maintaining Blueface's relevance. The narrative is starting to shift. People stop looking at Chrisean as the crazy girlfriend and start looking at Blueface as the manipulator. They are rooting for her. At the same time, people start looking at Blue's mom, Clarissa, as an instigator as well, because she is constantly going on Instagram Live, bringing up drama, and trying to get her own clout from her son's drama. Blueface is a grown man, and it's obvious that she wants to insert herself into his relationship for her own benefit.
But I want to get on here and ask Mr. Blueface, where's your family? Where are the people you started with? Where's Bravo? Where's Earl? Where are the people that were on your team when you started?
So how does this end? With a reality TV show, of course. Crazy in Love was just announced, along with Chrisean getting another neck tattoo of Blueface. It's really hard to tell how much of this is real, and how much of this is all for shock value entertainment. We all agree this is not healthy or normal, but they have an incentive to keep up this toxic lifestyle because they are making money from it. I want to feel bad for them. I want to think that Blueface is going to focus on music one day again, but I think this is exactly where they all want to be.
Say you spill.
No,
I know you finna come with some.
No, I was just about to say, no, I agree. Like in the beginning, like I want to feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to, but it's just like, it was just continuing. I was just like, okay, at this point, this is what y'all want. Y'all doing this for monetary gain. Y'all like the attention. Like we said, clout is a hell of a drug. Like, at this point, they addicted to it. So it's just like, I don't know.
Because at this point, like, when he do music, the only person I see him really doing music with is DDG.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I understand you and DDG got, like, some type of, like, friendship. Like,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, do you really care about being an artist, or you just care about doing something to keep the money coming in?
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, I feel like he might not care about the music anymore because it's not paying off.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, because you're signed to so many people. And you got so many people. You can't be profiting. Like, you're not profiting after Universal take a big cut, Republic take a cut, Cash Money got to take his cut, Wack got to get his money, and then you get paid. Everybody gets paid before you get paid. And you're the one who's doing all the work as the artist. Yeah, they might upfront at you some money or something, but at the end of the day, it's your voice. That's the reason why I be like, yo, quit signing to these labels and actually grind. Yeah. Because then you have more leverage to not sign to these smaller, minor levels. You can go up the rank. And then instead of signing to Cash Money West Coast, you can probably sign straight to Cash Money if you put a little bit more work in. Yeah. And then if you put more work in with that, you'll be able to sign to Republic itself. Yeah. And then the only person get paid is Universal, Republic, then you. Like, you got to cut out all those middlemen. Like, think about it just same way with the dope game. Eventually, you're going to get tired of getting paid by the middleman. You're going to tired of being the corner boy. You're going to ask, how can I move up? Facts. And unless you start knocking off the middlemen, because you got to think about it, you the corner boy. Facts. This person, you got to get all that money to this person getting money to that person. You getting the scraps, but you out here putting all the work. You don't want taking the prison time getting caught. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. Everything is the same pyramid. It's all pyramid scheme. It's all pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Every level is about pyramid. It's all about the food chain. The lower you are on the food chain, you get the scraps. But the more you go up, and to be real, do I feel like his music career could be over? No. I feel, because he's just 25. He has all the potential in the world because he already is a celebrity. Yeah. If he really wants to be a rapper, he would. But to be real, even the music that he gave us in the beginning, you could tell he didn't want to be a rapper. He just did it to get. A lot of people nowadays only rap for the fame. They just try to rap to get some kind of popularity, and they want to look like the rapper and have a chain and stuff, but they really don't have a passion for it. And the ones that do have a passion for it, people overlook. But those who study the game and actually study the craft of being a rapper, but people don't taste to them. They taste to the people who just want to quit buzz. And
it's always like that.
And that's the reason why we be like, the music ass, the music trash. And like, because y'all keep giving fame and popularity to these overnight success stories. And to be honest, we at this point, bro, we can kind of predict whose career gonna fall off or whose career gonna truly succeed. It's about the work ethic, and it's about, to be real, who really want to, like, you can tell by listening to a track. Even right now, we still got that going on. Yeah. Y'all are overhyping some of these people who just coming in right now for the moment because it's going viral on TikTok and everybody's talking about it, especially certain regions. Y'all, it's crazy how y'all run with an artist just because they're from that region instead of being honest and be like, bro, that shit ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Blueface and Chrisean, they ain't no dummies. Everything they doing is trying to figure out some way to make money. And Blueface is, because again, he's not making that much money from his music. Yeah. He has to do something. So what other
things can I do?
The boxing.
Yeah.
I gotta get a check from boxing.
The show, what was it, Blue Club?
Because he was supposed to be in that KSI boxing match, right?
Don't get me lying, I don't know.
The KSI joint he did back in like August, at the end of August. You remember he said we were doing a Try Not to Last, and I think he was on the boxing card, but but because of the situation with him and Chrisean, they took him off, and that was another payday he missed out on. Now you got the Zeus. Yeah,
now you got that.
And
Did you know about that?
A little bit.
Because I had seen it and I was like, wait, what we doing now?
A little bit, not really.
Okay, this is about to be the most chaotic and toxic.
Zeus ratchet anyway, bro. Yeah. Like, let's be real. Zeus keeps some ratchet shit going on.
It's crazy.
But at this point, I really feel like he's going to keep her around because she's also helping him stay relevant.
To stay relevant, yeah.
And it keeps pouring in money.
Facts.
So right now he has to keep her around, but how long can somebody take
continue to
on both sides?
Yeah, most definitely.
Because that could be detrimental 10, 20 years down the line. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, emotionally.
Everything.
Like, come on now, you can't keep putting yourself through BS just for $1 and some clout.
People, it's crazy.
Clout is the biggest drug right now, and
really
it's sad, bro.
Yeah,
it's sad. We seeing it
right in front of our
and to be real, even the parents want the clout from behind. Because if you notice, his mom,
get a little taste of it, and you like, I want more. It's just like anything else. That's crazy.
Because this new generation of parents, they like, once my son famous, I'm famous too. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. The parents, you know what I'm saying, you cut them a check, they do them. Nowadays, they want to go get the BBLs. They want to look like, bro, that shit is crazy, bro.
That's the time we're living in.
But hey, man, make sure y'all spam us up in the comments. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions. Shout out to Patrick CC yet again for a good doc. You know what I'm saying? A good doc, man. But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Kid. This is
here on the phone.
We are.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.